All right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here, and I had over $700 of eBay sales over the last few days, including two of my biggest flips ever. Let's talk about it. All right, starting off with a small one here. Roman Wilson, score a treat. I listed a ton of these. I ripped open score a treat. Very fun rip. Listed them on Mercari just to see what that was like, and I've sold probably 6 or 7 cards at $3 a piece. So I'm at about 20 bucks. I've essentially paid for the entire package just selling through Mercari. I also graded a Marvin Harrison. It got a 10 with SGC, so pretty happy with that. Not bad, just experimenting with Mercari. Would I continue to sell on that platform? No, not necessarily. Okay, next one, Luther Burden. Kind of a disappointing season so far. He just disappears in a lot of games. This is a blue, number to 50. I picked up a ton of these Panini National cards, this and the VIP, the Sparkle Packs, whatever you want to call them. I picked a ton up in lots for a couple dollars a piece. This one, I listed for 25, had a good amount of watchers, and someone sent an offer for 20 plus 4 ship. It just made sense. I think I went back to listing. I'm like, oh, I think I only paid like $2 for this card. So just wanted to move on. Luther not having a great year, but maybe he improves to the mean and continues to ball out as we enter the season. But Travis Hunter, orange. I got a pretty strong offer on this after the wild game that they had against Baylor. Insane final minute of the game. And yeah, he had a very good game. He forced the fumble to win the game. And I got this offer. I thought it was pretty strong. I think I bought this for about 60. I think the offer was 120, 105, somewhere around there. I don't remember. I just felt like it was a decent offer. Orange and color in general just doesn't sell super well. Very low ceiling, in my opinion. And this is like got to be one of his highest selling oranges of all time. I don't know what it is. It's just not there yet for Bowman University. I was super happy with that sale. I got offers on a bunch of my golds. I value the gold with the color match, just a better color in general. I value the gold more than I do orange. So I'm holding out on golds. Everything else below that. Yellow is kind of cool for a slight color match. Green, meh. So definitely a big drop once you start hitting those. Kobe Bryant. Auto here, numbered to 100. I think I got this for under $4 a while ago. And, I'll let the haters, keep clowning on defensive players, unlicensed cards of defensive players. This sold for $20, I think plus $1 shipping as well. I don't know why I added that $1 for shipping, but I was very happy with this one. Kobe Bryant, very disappointing season for Kansas in general. And then they've got another good corner. I think Dotson I don't remember, but yeah, having a pretty down year, I would say, in general for Kansas. He should do well in the draft, but I guess I must have been the only card listed at a low enough price, numbered to 100, that it just made sense for it to sell, I guess. I don't know. All right, Will Howard, silver. I did not actually sell this card. I sold a Julian Sayin silver, same exact card, just Julian Sayin. Went to go look in my box, and I did not find it. I did not see it anywhere. I don't know where it could have gone. Maybe I mislisted my quantity and was one over. I had a couple of them and they've just been selling. So I didn't have it, and I messaged the buyer and I was like, hey, I really apologize. I don't seem to have this card. I can replace it with a Will Howard. They seem to be okay with that. I refunded them. I will just send this out to them. So I made a mistake. Always make sure that you have your inventory. If you're selling it like card shows, take a picture of the card when it sells if you know it's cross-listed on eBay. Always kind of do an audit just to make sure. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. This one, which I think the same buyer bought the other Burden and then this one as well. So I guess we'll talk about it. I didn't know at the time. I was just accepting offers. This I bought very early just to see if we could grade and get it first to market before the season. These aren't the best quality. There's just very, very, very minor issues. And I'm like, I feel like you need a 10 on these cards to really make it a value play from SGC. I think that was like $7 or $8. You're probably breaking even on that. Thomas Castellanos, I bought this for about $1 or $2 at auctions. It was after the hype that, they were ranked for a hot second there, dropped I think a very competitive game to Missouri. I don't think super highly of Missouri at the moment. I think Boston College is actually better than people might have expected. Thomas does not run at all. They're not really using his legs. It is interesting to see, but I think that one sold for like 5 or 6. So nice to get combined shipping on all of them. I didn't realize it at the time, but definitely helps on the shipping cost, especially when they already paid for it on the Luther. Totoro McMillan, this was a promoted listing. I have probably like 20 of these listed at $15 a piece, promoted listing, and this one sold. I think there were plenty of others in that 10 to 15 range, but just goes to show you promoted listing is the way to go. So happy with that. Not much to say there. Tetroa, they were on bye last week. Good game versus Kansas State. Disappeared versus NAU. And then, of course, week 1 was insane. All right, Jahad Campbell. Kind of shocked this one sold. I mean, he's having a good year. I've been high on Jahad Campbell. Just doesn't get a lot of recognition for whatever reason. I don't know. Bama's looking really good this year. They've got a big one with Georgia this weekend. They've got some dangerous games in like November, late November. It's going to be interesting. But this one sold, I think, for $35 shipped. I was pretty happy with it. I don't know how much. I think I have more Jahad on ComC. But again, just a guy that I really liked. I thought his prices were pretty disrespectful in the offseason. I mean, you could get him for the same price like Donovan Ezeraku, who is more of a project or just more of a gamble, I guess. And you know what you're getting with Bama. He's been on the field. He's been a starter. He's in his 3rd year at a big-time program. It just made sense. So I like that. All right, Dylan Gabriel, PSA 10. I don't know how to feel about this sale, but accepting the offer made sense for me, just knowing recent comps. I picked this up probably preseason for about $115. I listed it for $250, had a lot of watchers on it, got an offer for $200. And I sat on it and thought about it, and then I went to go check, and there was another one ending at PSA auctions, and I was winning the bid at like $56 up until the final few minutes. I think I bid it up to $90, and I was like, ugh, I think it maybe went up to $100, but I should have bid more knowing I had this offer. Yes, I could have bought that one, swapped it out, and made the quick turnover there. Knowing that I bought this for $100, I could have bought that one for $100 and then sold this one for $200. Dylan Gabriel is my Heisman pick, so I'm not falling off that, but just knowing that this is a gem already, I think it definitely has a lot more upside. Should Oregon find its groove and kind of start to click, I don't know. So I'm definitely selling some of the upside, which I don't love, but I do have some of his Oregon Uni stuff. Again, with comps, it just made sense. I can immediately double up this comp. And this was an international sale. Got an offer from Great Britain. That's why you need to be, 1, a eBay top seller, and then 2, turn on your international shipping. I ship this to Illinois. I don't have to pay additional shipping costs, I don't have to pay anything additional in shipping. It'll be like $4 or $5 to ship, and that's pretty much it. So just broadening up your base, definitely recommend grinding out that eBay top seller and turning on your international sales. There's literally no downside to it. All right, my 2 biggest flips, maybe ever from a percentage perspective. Bought these at the show for $5 a piece, basically after a small discount when bundling. I didn't realize at the time these were doing $80 to $100. I just figured, hey, the Caitlin Clark Iowa cards are doing about $30. I think those are pretty solid cards to have. Of course, these are her first pro uni. Technically, they are numbered, but a print run of 45,000, it's not scarce at all. I don't know where that lands in terms of the overall Panini instant print runs and what that looks like, but obviously cool. Could be maybe her first. This is definitely her first Indiana Fever card, I imagine, because it's draft night. So cool card. Why they're comping that high for a base card though, again, I don't know, but got $100 each on these, turning $10 into $200. Net fees, all that, I'm probably down to like $170, but very solid sale. Happy with that. Caitlin Clark stuff is more expensive now than it was when she was breaking records at Iowa. And even her Iowa stuff is selling higher than what it was when she was breaking records during March Madness. So very interesting to see. We'll see where her market goes. WNBA obviously getting more traction with her in the league. And obviously Paige Beckers, Juju Watkins, all those gals who are kind of coming up. And then last one here, DeMarco Murray Atomic. I love Atomic. Look out for these cards in value bins. I don't think people understand how kind of scarce they are or how desirable they are. You can find a lot of them for a pretty cheap price at auctions or in value bins and then relist them. Topps Chrome does sit for a while. You are going to be sitting on it for quite a bit, but I think ultimately it sells. I bought 2 of these at DC auctions for like $6 or $7 total for the pair, and I think I've sold both of these for $24. So just a nice little sale. Got an offer on that, and just, you know, not a huge DeMarco Murray guy, former Arizona running back coach. Now he's at Oklahoma. And yeah, there's, you know, no childhood memory to me where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start collecting. But I just like buying them super cheap and then relisting them and waiting for them to sell. So again, I think it was like $711 in sales. I mean, 400 came from these 3 alone, and just grinding out some other cards. There's 100 right there, 20 right there, 20 there. Just buying at auctions, relisting, and waiting for the hype to jump. So if you enjoyed this, check out my other videos. I've got one linked here. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace. Love you.